Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki. Red flag, desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry you. Love you like I love you.
Don't
talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers. Ill-advised. This is ill-advised. Hi, Biffs.
Hello.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome to Ill-Advised.
The podcast where two best friends tell you what to do and someone else already. We haven't done this in a while.
Like your boyfriend.
And not your best friend. It's been a really long time.
It really has.
It feels like.
It does feel like long enough where I sat down and was like, do I have lines? Do I need to rehearse right now? Like, should I put in my phone?
Okay. So when you said, do I have lines? I was looking at you for a second because we pre-gamed a little bit before
lines
this.
Like in my forehead?
No.
I was like,
we pre-gamed a little bit before this and I just made eye contact with you and I was like, she smoked. So when you said, do I have lines? I was like, fucking good lines.
I wish I did some lines. We'd probably be doing way better than we're doing right now.
Score. Nailed it.
One day I'll get you to do a line with me.
I'm too afraid to love it. I can't afford that.
That's fair.
I'm too afraid to love
fair.
it. I think that's my biggest fear with drugs in general. I'm just afraid to love them.
I can't afford to.
I will just stick to dirty martinis and wine.
Hey, it works.
Because I like them in moderation. Except today I like them a lot.
I was going to say, who moderates? But yeah.
How you doing, Biff? Sorry.
Let's skip to your, how was vacation?
Oh, right. It was bright and sunshiny and wonderful.
And where were you?
I was in the Riviera Maya in Mexico. And I am tan right now. My ass is white. My dick is a little bit less white, but still white.
Sorry, Pop.
Am I gonna? Yeah, I'll publish that. It's fine. And as long as I'm not showing it, right? But it was relaxation. It was too much alcohol, but just enough. Too much, enough. And it was needed. Coming back home was like a rude awakening. And now I'm like, oh, I get to do the thing I don't love anymore.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll revisit that tomorrow.
Monday fundy.
But that's it. Otherwise, vacation was wonderful. We had such a blast. And we met these two very interesting, very fun women that we ended up spending most of our vacation with. And we're actually still texting back and forth and sending videos to each other of the vacation. Because
I didn't give permission.
I know. I'm so sorry. One of them's name is Stephanie, but with a PH.
Mm-hmm.
So I told her that my best friend's with an F, so she's going to just have to be okay with that.
Why wouldn't she?
Well, I think it was more about the best friend thing.
Step on me.
Step Hanny.
Yeah, like step friend. I'm just kidding.
Did you not think of that before you said it?
No, I
didn't. Step friend. Okay.
Kudos to you for actually vacationing.
Yeah. I didn't really have a choice there. That's why we do this all-inclusive shit, so I don't have a choice. That's why we go to another country so that their Wi-Fi sucks and I can't work.
So you have to actually vacation.
Yes. I did do our best of episodes on the plane.
Shocker.
But I'm on the plane. I can't sleep on a plane, so I might as well do something.
That's true. I can't sleep on planes.
So it was 4 hours of editing, and then and then once we got to the hotel, I posted them. So.
But then after that, you did vacation.
No, I vacationed.
Good
I had a blast. Job. Yes, I'm sorry to our listeners and our devout fans for not posting videos, but I hope you enjoyed the best ofs because I literally laughed so hard.
Yes.
May I keep going for one moment?
Please do.
While I was looking for videos, I happened upon episode 70 with our beautiful friend Rachel Sievers and Ellie, the editor.
Loves to you both.
Loves to both of you. So in the midst of all of this editing and trying to figure out our best of shit, I came across our episode with her and Rachel's asking about my listening habits to Consent to Treat and goes, I wonder what it does for you. Because I told her I listen to it at the gym. You know, it's like,
yeah,
you know, that's where I listen to all my podcasts. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I wonder what it does for you. Now, there was this video on the internet, and it was of someone asking Demi Lovato what her favorite dish was, and she responded that it was a mug. This is what I'm going to liken this moment to. What does it do for you? And I go, it distracts me. And I'm like, what?
How did I not catch that?
How did I edited it? How did I not catch it?
You just caught it now.
Yes. And it's pretty much
it distracts. What was her response? Like
and she was
okay, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, totally.
And she's like nodding her head as in like either he didn't understand me this. Or thanks, Dick.
Right.
So I'm gonna choose that to believe it was the former.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does your show do for me, Rachel?
It distracts me while I'm working out.
What a fucking dick thing to say.
Like, yeah, okay, great.
What a dick thing.
Avi.
How, like, what? Right? I need to issue a public apology. And I don't even have a publicist to do it, so
and maybe a little thank you to Rachel for not.
So Rachel, what your podcast does is helps me look inward and reflect on myself and the people around me and be more self-aware. It does not distract me. What the fuck kind of response is that? I can't believe you didn't like elbow me in the middle of that.
I know.
It was early on in the episode too.
I might have caught it, but probably saw her face and was like, nope, I'm also going to leave this one. I'm with Rachel. Not now. This isn't time or place.
So,
as his other half, Rachel.
As my publicist.
Thank you for not calling him out.
Thank you for not calling me out, because do you want to know what that would have done for me?
That would have embarrassed us both.
Oh, no kidding. No, I just got embarrassed almost 30 episodes later.
Right.
So, wow. How you doing, Biff?
I can't wait to hear her response. We're skipping that.
We're skipping it altogether.
I'm like,
yes.
I don't even have like the words. Like I told you earlier, I just feel like life is like being a really mean like sibling right now. And so I'm just like, leave me alone my own business until you just decide to be nice again.
Listen.
That's really like, I'm not answering texts. I'm not on my phone. I'm not checking Facebook. I'm not.
I know, asshole.
I know. I've apologized to you like 8 times. Like, yep, sorry. Again. Sorry again. If I'm not answering you, I'm not answering anyone.
I feel better now.
So.
This is all about me and how you distract me. Sorry, I haven't been here to distract you. I'm so sorry, Rachel.
But you know it is distracting?
This wine.
Yeah.
Can I just show everyone this bottle? I'm going to try to zoom in on it.
Can we, since we're on the Halloween theme?
Oh, and show your... Can you hold the bottle?
Yeah.
Can you... It's November 4th or 5th.
But this is for our Halloween.
But this is our Halloween... Not Halloween episode. I love it.
I don't want to block the bottle.
Do you want to read the details on the bottle this week?
Ooh.
Yeah. What are we drinking, Beth?
Surreal.
Surreal.
Like sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Real.
Uh-huh.
But
about the
surreal.
Title on the front of the bottle?
Chronic Cellars.
Surreal from Chronic Cellars?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I like their wordplay.
You like the word chronic?
This is a Cabernet Sauvignon.
What? Are you sure? You're looking at me for confirmation.
Because took me how long to pronounce that name.
That's true.
I used to not be able to order my own wine at bars because I couldn't pronounce Sauvignon Blanc. I used to be like, wait, what? Wait, what? Can you just do it? Can you just do it, please?
Sauvignon.
This is a 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dope.
Sir Real does it all for the love of grapes and the winemaking legacy passed down to him. It's the quest of always keeping it real, sir.
Ooh.
Gallant layers of black cherry and mocha lunge through to a fearless finish. Paso Robles.
So it's California wine.
For us, it's in our bones. Find more wines with character at chroniccellars.com.
Ooh.
Wasn't there something about this?
About what?
93.
Oh, right. It. I think it was like a 93 point or whatever it was on Wine Enthusiast. And it was, I think it was $14.99. So when those Wine Enthusiast points go through the roof at very low prices, we say, drink it, bitch.
All right. Well, let's drink it.
You missed
bitch.
one more thing.
What?
Drink responsibly.
We never say that.
We say it every week.
This is ill-advised.
We say it every week.
Why do we tell you to drink responsibly?
Because
and then give you ill advice.
Because we can only be so bad.
Drink responsibly. Sulfates. Alcohol 14.3% by volume.
You know what?
Just drink, bitch.
You go fuck yourself.
That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Shouts to
Surreal.
black cherry and mocha.
I know. That's really funny.
I'm scared.
I've actually never heard of a wine lunge either.
I don't like mocha. Why? What's that?
I don't know. You read it. Were you here? I'm just thinking of like
they lunge
yoga.
Through to. Oh. Let's
just drink it.
I hope this don't taste like real mocha.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there's that normal taste. Nope, you'll get there. I promise.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I liked it until it got in my mouth. That's not what I meant.
This is like sex.
That's not what I meant.
This is like sex. I mean, like, you like it till it gets in your mouth. Give me that bottle to get it off of fucking camera.
Okay, number 2.
Yes. Actually, I'm surprised that you're getting that reaction on
that was worse than the first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very rare for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to like this.
Fuck. I knew it. Mocha.
No, but that's... Okay, let's drink number 3, and then I'll tell you what I'm tasting.
Stop from number 2 yet.
Okay, hold on. When you can open both eyes without flinching or doing the hula with your bottom jaw.
Yeah. Still there.
Okay, so let me just say that anytime I've ever heard coffee or chocolate in a wine as a flavor, I'm like, I can see how you may have gotten there. But this one, I took the sip, I got the cherry.
Yeah,
when I breathe out, I taste the mocha. Breathe out through your nose with your mouth closed. Like the back of your mouth, there is some coffee. There's that mocha chocolate. I don't know. I actually really like it. And I know that you're like allergic to good wine, so.
It's not often I get good wine.
I really don't know if this is good wine. I'm just being facetious. It distracts me.
I don't think I do taste the mocha.
Yeah, it's weird. For the first time ever, I taste mocha in wine.
What do you rate it?
I would give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot. I would share this.
Would you bring it to a party?
Yes, I would share this. A 5 to me is like, get your own fucking bottle.
Leave me alone. I'm buying this one and putting it in the cupboard.
Right. No, I'm buying this one and I'm going to get a cheese spread and that's my dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like putting it in the cupboard so nobody else can see that
if it makes it in the cupboard, I don't love it. I'm drinking it tonight.
Oh, I'm hiding mine in the cupboard. So when friends are over and we're like, oh, do you got something to drink? They're not opening my good one.
So we're not buying it for the same day?
I'm stocking up.
I'm so ignorant sometimes. I really like it. You're giving it somewhere between a 2 and a 3.
I'm just going to say 3 only because I can't get past that.
There is a little sour note to it. And I think it's the cherry, to be honest with you.
Black cherry. I like black cherries.
I know. It's just like, that's where I taste it, is that little tangy part of it.
Because I would drink it if I came to someone's house and they were like, oh my God, I got this wine.
Okay.
I would drink it. I wouldn't be like, oh no, thank you.
You would bring it
I wouldn't go purchase it.
Okay. All right. Fair.
So,
fair.
I'd say 3.
I mean, It's cheap. So
literally the only thing I don't love is like that sour.
That sour, no.
Yeah. Usually it's gone by sip 3.
That's true.
This one is not.
It's not.
So I
maybe by sip 20.
Hopefully before the end of the glass.
That's right. That's right.
Anyways, who do we have this week?
I don't know. Don't you have questions this week?
You had questions.
I have questions.
You tricked me.
Tricked you. I think that was part of our best of episode also. I don't know. I listen to so much.
I know. It's so good.
We're just listen to episodes 89 and 90. They were just great. And also, let me just say of those that sometimes your biffs just need a break. And that's what that was.
That is.
Just a little
that
break.
Is very true.
Yeah. I mean, like, I love doing this. I love podcasting.
Yeah.
I love spending time with you. But it's also very nice to not have something on the schedule.
Something that needs to be done.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And we love, this whole advice column, mishigas, because I'm Jewish now. I don't even know if that's the right word.
What?
It's Yiddish, I think. Oh, no. I think I made up a word too while I'm at it. But like, it's thinking is what it is at the end of the day.
Thinking, it's planning, time, energy.
But like just the response to an advice column. Like, I don't know how these people do it regularly. There better be a best of Dear Abby out there is what I'm saying.
They probably don't have, you know what I mean?
Right.
Full schedules. You have a full schedule all the time.
Yeah, but I make that for myself, he said, admitting it for the first time.
Out loud.
Out loud. Wow. Mind your business.
Minding.
I have questions this week.
Great. Who are we going to?
We're going back to the slate,
Ooh.
But let's talk sex. How to do it.
Yeah.
You guessed it. The first one is November 24th, 2021 from Rich Juzwiak. I can only have sex with my fiance under one troubling condition. Is there something wrong with me?
Oh.
Yeah. Is it juicy?
Kink unlocked?
Or not? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Their own fiance.
Right.
They can only have sex with their own fiance under one troubling condition. But then the condition is dependent on them, not the fiance.
Because is there something wrong with him? Like I'm willing to venture like it's super kinky and she feels a little demeaned. You know what I'm saying?
That was my thought.
Okay.
I can only have sex with him when he's cussing me out.
Oh, or I can only have sex with her when she lets me slap her.
Let's
or
find
he,
out.
him, they, them, us,
we
together, and we shall.
We may.
How to do it. I am a 29-year-old woman engaged to a wonderful man whom I have been happily, monogamously dating for nearly 10 years. Dating for 10 years?
Damn.
Where the fuck's that ring, motherfucker?
Literally.
What? Judgment aside, I will continue.
It is young. Young, 29, 19 to 29. That's young.
That's young.
Very young. Some good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Thank you. We're on the same side.
Yes.
But with very, very infrequent exceptions, I only ever want to have sex when I'm drunk. Hold on. Let me keep reading.
I guess.
No, I know. I do not think this is due to a lack of attraction to my fiance. He's intelligent, respectful, funny, fit,
he's a nice
stylish, and handsome. And I love to touch and be close to him. Can we never look at each other like that again?
I guess.
Neither is it due to a lack of trust or security in our relationship. We support one another in our respective careers, share household responsibilities equally, know and like each other's friends, and there is not, and never has been, any jealousy or suspicion of infidelity. I'm not excessively or abnormally insecure with my appearance. It's just that I have absolutely no sex drive all. It's not causing tension in our relationship. When he tries to initiate something in bed and I say no, he never pressures or shows frustration. He knows I'm like this and asked to marry me anyway. Oh my God.
He just has a whole wine cellar.
Or the most beautiful penis you've ever seen.
Well, they don't
No, it's not enough.
No.
All right. I'm just me.
Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah. I know that I am incredibly fortunate and privileged, which is probably why I worry that this will create resentment between us later in life. And I feel guilty that I'm committing my exceptional partner to a loving but sexless marriage before the age of 30. What's going on here? Is it normal for a young, healthy, purely social drinker to need a few glasses of wine to be in the mood? Is something wrong with me? And can I change it? Concerned.
This is a super good question.
That is actually when I was like, oh, you have to be drunk, I was like, that's your one condition. And I was kind of pissed about that.
I was like, sold.
Right?
We're
Not the only way we have sex.
We're getting late every night.
What's sex? I only know what that is after 3 martinis.
Weekend afternoons.
Weekday sex. That's for the birds and alcoholics.
For 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hello, nooner at 10 a.m.
So my first thought was like, is there maybe depression things going on that aren't like full blown?
Mm-hmm. This is before all of the like response and all of the
So I was just
dancing
like,
for you right here, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You've also had a couple drinks.
Sure have.
But yeah, they also said that like everything's great. You know what I mean? Like I'm privileged. My life's great. I just don't. I guess I just can't. I guess be empathetic to just in general not having a high sex drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so I don't. So for me, if it's like if there's no sex drive, you're depressed, or you're on medication, or you're stressed, or
it's just hard for us because I don't think we've come across those people in general. People who just
especially
don't have
young,
a sex
29
drive.
years old. We read this with like, we're hitting our 60s and in our love life is kind of,
I mean, we're in our mid 30s and we're just like, when's the next time? We just finished.
Right. Like,
are you
finished.
ready yet? Or finish again.
Should I go pee one more time and come back?
Right. Let me just flush
That's
it
why
out.
I can't. So for me, is it normal to be at that age and just not really have a sex drive? Is there other things going on that you're maybe not, connected to? That's all. That's where.
I almost feel like that kind of stuff would come out too if you're kind of explaining your situation, right? Because this is what this person did.
Right.
They explained, like things
are good.
Things are great. The first thing that flashed into my mind,
I love him. I'm attracted.
Yeah. First thing that came to my mind, honestly, was like, he's too safe.
He's a good guy. He's a nice guy.
He's too safe.
He doesn't turn me on.
I wonder if he just doesn't pull your hair. Like, he doesn't
tell you to shut up and sit down.
Right. Like, I hate to say it, but like, he respects you too much in bed. You know what I mean? Like, there are people who, you
don't want to ever have sex.
We want to be a little abused. That's fine. At least 51%.
I need a man who, can be a man.
Yeah. And even when I want like sensual, even if loving, I'm like, make love type of sex, I'm not going to listen to you. I want to be a little bit manhandled. I still need
you to tell me what to do.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something wrong. I'm sorry.
So maybe she's super like us.
Do you know who you are? Either yes, or maybe she is just someone with a low libido.
That's what I mean. Is that just a normal thing? Yeah. That's something that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
Like,
that's me agreeing with
if you have no libido, you're depressed or you're on antidepressants.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, so to that end, alcohol also helps you. Did I just say that with a Brazilian accent?
I think you might have.
Maybe. Also helps you lower your inhibitions.
So you're not worried about.
So is there something that you have in your mind, something underlying that you're not thinking about when you're getting railed like a pop star? Or
not like a pop star, and that's the problem.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Maybe he's more so like your brother or
he reminds you of your dad.
Taking care of you. He's really great, really normal and safe and just really great guy.
But when you have a drink, you're like, I can picture Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. When you're drunk, you're just like, fuck it. He's hot still. I guess I will this time. It's Christmas.
I don't know. There's something underlying if you can lower your inhibitions, but also at the same time, like, no, I can't justify anything else.
Yeah, I'm really struggling.
Every time I try to come up with something, it goes back to like, you literally made an exception because alcohol. Mm-hmm. There's got to be something
especially there. If you're acknowledging like, he's a really damn near perfect guy. And I'm just letting him marry me, even though I won't have sex with him. He's in a loveless marriage, a sexless marriage.
Would you think that this might be something? This isn't usually the type of question we would put this label to, but if you're asking, or there's so much more to this than you're letting on type of situation, because it almost feels like because we keep coming back to this, and you have closer credentials than I do, and I don't have any other than my own life experience and the occasional psychology course.
I was going to say, didn't you take?
Yeah, I didn't minor in that shit or anything, but like, wouldn't you think that if you're writing this, you're trying to kind of find someone who's going to be like, hey,
it's fine if he's fine with it, it's fine. Oh, to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like
we're engaged. Tell me why I shouldn't marry him.
I was thinking, am I an asshole for still marrying him? Even though I'm never going to beg him.
I'm looking for a reason to not marry him.
Oh, I went the other way.
Imagine.
I totally went the other way. Like, I'm still going to marry him. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for marrying a man I'm not going to have sex with unless I'm drunk?
Let me pretend I love him even to you, and you can tell me because I've withheld sex, then I can. Right. Or because I've withheld sex. But I'm telling you, I just don't have a high sex drive unless I'm drunk.
Can you please read the response?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. It's just,
I can't.
There's too many situations here.
There's so many different avenues.
Let's just, hold on. Before we read the response, let's just go with her question. Is there something wrong with her and can she change it?
I don't have a response because, again, I just assume that everybody wants to have sex. And if they don't, there's underlying things.
Okay.
So I'm
going to be more liberal in my thinking and just be like, I don't think that there's something wrong with having a low sex drive. And can you fix it? Maybe a sex therapist, right? Those are real. That's not just something I came up with.
Correct.
So I'm not a genius. Thank you.
You're a genius for suggesting it.
Thank you for suggesting my genius.
Yes.
Yes. You look like you were selling yourself on it. So I'm just.
I was hyping us both up. You're a genius. And I just found a reason why you're a genius.
Thank you. Thank you for being a genius, for finding my genius.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just
go.
I'm just going to find Rich's genius right now.
We do love him.
Dear concern. First, if it's true that you have, quote, absolutely no sex drive, and if the alcohol is just sort of making sex tolerable, is it worth considering that you might be asexual? As I often recommend in this column in such cases, Angela Chen's ACE would be worth checking out to see if that idea resonates. Beyond that, the sense of needing to ingest substances in order to have sex is something that I've heard quite a bit about anecdotally, but there isn't a ton of readily accessible mainstream information out there on the topic. So I reached out to Amanda Catherine Gilmore, an assistant professor at Georgia State University's School of Public Health and director of the school's National Center for Sexual Violence Prevention.
See, he's the best.
He's so great. Whose areas of inquiry are within the intersection of your sex/substance question. Gilmore has in fact co-authored a few papers on the very topic of alcohol use and sex in women. Via email, she sent me such a thorough, somewhat scholarly, but wonderfully written response that I'm going to reprint in here in its entirety. Oh, Rich.
God damn it.
Rich,
we need to read this.
I love you too much to read this.
I know, but I'm so freaking.
I am too. Hold on. The TLDR of it is. What does that mean?
TLDR? The long drunk.
Sure. I have no idea. Your urge to drink for sex may have more to do with your relationship with alcohol than your sexuality. Results of one of Gilmore's studies showed women who were drinking had less recorded genital arousal than those who were sober. In another study, quote, acute alcohol intoxication was associated with lower self-reported desire to engage in sex, according to Gilmore. However, if that study's participants, quote, believed that alcohol lowered sexual inhibitions, they had higher self-reported desire to engage in sex, end quote. This suggests alcohol's lubricating effect may be squarely psychological. This and more in Gilmore's letter, which is 574 words long for each paragraph.
For each paragraph.
It's quite long.
You guys are definitely going to have to go on
You're
here.
going to have to hit this before you drink.
TLDR.
What is TLDR?
Google it.
Too long, didn't read. Fuck.
Wait.
Rich.
I told you we love him.
Oh my God.
So wait, he did or didn't read it?
So
I thought he gave it like the long,
that's
the short of it.
Right. So the TLDR of it is colon. So what he did was condensed it into that little paragraph. So we don't have to read it. He read it for us and gave us the abridged version of it.
Too long didn't read, though.
Right. For the reader of said column.
Yeah, but that...
He had to have read this to post it anyway.
Of course. But I just... That's just really funny.
Rich,
actually.
we agree with you. This is too long.
Didn't read.
So we won't read.
TLWR.
What would ill-advised do?
Not read it.
Yep.
Too long, didn't read.
Next question. We love you, Rich. Thank you for being so funny.
Oh, that was the answer?
Yeah, what he said was the response.
I'm confused because...
He condensed it for us.
Didn't the writer say, like, I'm just kind of like a casual drinker?
Did they?
I thought. Because that's when I was like, poor guy, he's getting laid once a month. He's getting laid on holidays.
Well, I think that would be the point either way. As a casual drinker, he's only casually getting laid. She'll only sleep with him when she's
right,
drunk.
but the response discussed like maybe it's your relationship with alcohol and not. But that to me sounds like.
So I think to me that says like you're only going to drink because you want to have sex, because he's saying that it's what the response implied. And I hope I'm not getting this wrong. Is that it's more psychosomatic. It's an association that you have to be drunk to have sex.
Oh, okay. I took it the other way, like as in I like to drink. And
it was the last sentence.
Drink,
this suggests alcohol's lubricating effect may be squarely psychological. You're associating it with that. It's in your head.
But which comes first? I gotta be drunk to bang my baby dad. That has nothing to do with
That's
my
a
relationship
whole other
with
story.
alcohol.
But that is not your sex drive.
It's neither. It's none of the above.
And so not relevant.
Let's cut that part.
I don't want to. Do I have to?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I have this.
Next question.
I have yes, take this. Just take a sip of your drink, please.
I'm gonna.
Yep. All right. The next one is my wife made a drunken, quote, joke about my size. I'm not over it.
Oh.
And she says she doesn't even remember the incident.
That's even worse.
Maybe she needs to be drunk to have sex. Dear, how to do it.
Oh.
My wife and I have been married for 19 years.
Oh, God.
When your inhibitions are low enough at 19 years to make a size joke,
Yeah.
that's 19 years of oppression.
I've never come one time with you
with you.
19 years.
Exactly. Last week, she came home from girls' night out pretty drunk. She climbed into bed and tried to initiate sex while I was asleep. I would love it.
That's the best part of girls' night.
I wish my boyfriend would have a girls' night. We just go to bed together.
So you have a girls' night.
Why? I'm the one that wants it done to me.
True.
She started kissing my hand and fingers. Each kiss was becoming more and more arousing. And then it took a really weird and painful turn. Out of nowhere, she bit my finger hard and wouldn't let go. Then she started laughing and said, "You're so tiny. I want to be clear. I am not into humiliation or pain play. It is not something I desire at all."
Is finger in quotes? Is he talking about his...
Actually, the quote is "you're so tiny" as in direct quote. But there is no quote around fingers.
So when he's talking about his finger, he means literally his hand, his finger. Mm-hmm. She bit his finger and said, "You're so tiny."
Yep. Started laughing and said, "You were so tiny." I confronted my wife about this the next morning, and she didn't believe me or what she said until I showed her the bite mark.
On his real finger here, right? Are we sure?
Yes. Yes. I'm really vanilla, and I'm okay with that. I am small, and ... I am okay with that too. Can't change it anyway. This experience was a major turnoff for me, and I am having trouble moving past it. I asked my wife why she did that, and she said to just let it go. She didn't even remember saying or doing it, but I do. I am trying to find a way forward. It wasn't fun. It hurt physically and emotionally. Do you have any advice for me? Once bitten.
Can you go first? This
Apparently
is a male's
not.
perspective. I don't know what it's like to have a penis, big or small. Therefore, I can't say that I can.
Here's what I will say.
You don't want me to.
Shut your whore mouth and listen to me.
That's why I said you don't want me to say what I'm going to say.
Sorry, Pops. It didn't happen, I promise.
Sorry, Gretis.
It never. Gretis probably be like, finally, my son's straight. Sorry, Pops. It never happened.
No. You're going to be best friends for 20 plus years.
And not. I know.
Okay.
Listen.
Continue.
Gretis and Pops, Mom and Rick. I just need you to know that we've seen each other naked.
Gretis and Pops would be...
Well, actually, my mother knows because of that quote on my sister's 21st birthday before I got too shit-faced to remember my name, where it was, we've never been... What was it? Like, we've never dated. We've seen each other naked. So why have we never been together? Oh, because we've seen each other naked.
Why don't I remember that? I'm offended now.
Are you? Because we said it to her together.
Also, I was probably skinny then, so.
And I was probably the same size I am now. How long ago was Jenny 21? 9 years ago. Oh, she's 30. Holy shit, my sister's old.
So I definitely was skinny back then.
Yeah, I was definitely not this skinny back then. So.
Man's perspective.
When he said, and ... I'm okay with it, referencing his size.
That was going to be my first question.
He's not okay with it.
Right.
He's insecure
because you wouldn't feel offended.
Or let me say he's at peace with it by himself, but he is self-conscious about what other people think.
How does that work?
There are some things about us that we're okay with. And so we're okay with it. So we don't make an effort to change it. But we do recognize that other people out there may notice it. So we try to hide it.
But we wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah. How do I put this?
If I'm okay with my size, I'm a thick queen. Okay.
That's
2
thick.
C's. Thick with 2 C's.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody gets mad at me, calls me a fat, see you next Tuesday, for instance. That's not going to bother me if I am not insecure with my weight. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, oh, okay. If I'm fat for you, go find you a skinny girl.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be offended unless I have inner insecurities about my weight.
Yeah.
Even if I'm out here preaching, like, oh, I'm so cute for a big girl, whatever. And then somebody calls me fat and I'm like, just because you think I'm fat, don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see that working.
I think I'm just being
I don't see that working at all. You're not going to be bothered by somebody else's comments with something you're secure about.
Yeah, I see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I was coming from the secure perspective, but I'm also...
He said I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm also not coming from the...
Like...
I actually agree with you. I'm even going to put that out there. Let me just sweep what I said under the rug. I agree with you. I just wonder if there are people out there who have that dynamic. That they're... You know what I mean?
I think that's like the foundation of...
Insecurity.
I think that's the foundation of being secure with something. Nobody else can make me feel bad about something I'm secure in.
Okay. I like that word.
You know?
Yeah. It's just, it feels like it exists the way that I said it.
Secure in a relationship.
You know what I mean? Like the way that I said it, I feel like it should exist. Do I have something like that about me that I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
you can say, I'm know I'm thick.
No, you're right.
I'm good. But then when somebody calls me fat, it hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good.
I'm not good. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what I said. Can you just fucking help me here? Because I feel like it would be okay if that existed. You know, like, I'm okay with me, but if you're not, that bothers me. Then you shouldn't be with me.
But that shouldn't bother you. That should be that's a your problem, not a me problem.
Right. Okay, so I guess that's where I'm going. Yeah.
That's not a me thing.
But it doesn't sound like this question is not coming from a me problem or from a you problem. It's coming from a me problem.
Right. You can't say.
I love that we just dissected this.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm small. I'm also okay with that.
But she doesn't like it.
But my wife's saying it hurts my feelings.
But after 19 years and she's just telling you.
She clearly is okay with it. 19 years. I'm not going to be with a man for 19 years if I'm not okay with XYZ.
Right. I agree with that. So this is... So he's reading more into a situation.
He's insecure about it.
Because I can see being drunk
and his wife calling it out is confirming his... Right.
Yeah. And being like, you're so small. I can see me saying that, biting a finger.
Well, that's why I said is finger in quotations.
Right.
Because if she was like downtown and was like, oh, you're so small.
You're so fingery.
Right.
Yeah. But I can see like as a joke that, so maybe he's reading too much into it. His insecurities taking over what really happened.
He could be, because
I don't want to like gaslight him and make him think like what happened didn't happen. You know what I mean? But
I know many girls who are okay with average or less than average size men.
Mm-hmm. Me too, but usually they like it if it's with 2 C's.
Right, but do
3
guys,
if they're lucky.
Do guys consider that?
Oh,
I feel like guys...
Yes, they do.
So if you're long but skinny, do you still think you have a big one? Or no?
Actually, that is a really good question.
Colin!
Colin! I don't know. He's going to come down.
You know what I mean?
Good question.
So maybe he is a chode and she loves it, because I love me a chode.
Sorry,
I know many other girls who love them a chode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe for him, he's like, I'm a shower, not a grower. And she's like, I love that thick bitch with 2 C's.
It's very possible. He could be very well looking into this a little bit too.
We can agree that he is not okay with his size.
Nope.
No matter what he says.
Nope.
Okay, we can at least agree with that. So let's do the answer.
Yeah, let's do the answer and not his. And let's do his answer. Dear Once Bitten, the first thing I'm curious about is whether this was a one-off or if there's a pattern of your wife coming home drunk and doing things she doesn't remember. Valid. We forgot she was drunk.
Is this kind of tied to the first? She needs to be drunk to bang her husband?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
That's why they're still married 19 years later.
They're
He also
from-
has a wine cellar.
Did I mention that this was from April 2022, so it was months apart?
Ah!
Yes.
Is this the, the wife and the husband, right?
Imagine.
Oh, God.
Imagine.
There's one condition.
Oh my
I need to
God.
be drunk.
Imagine
And
if
then
they
this
put that
guy's
in
like,
their letter.
the only time my wife bangs me is
Is
when she's drunk. Oh.
Oh my God. If that's the case, encourage her to consider her drinking and the effect it has on you. If this is the first time, proceed to the immediate issue.
Immediate?
Immediate. I know I caught myself too late. I'm leaving it in there.
Yeah, you are.
Quote, you don't remember this interaction, but I do, and it hurts me, end quote. Then tell her that minimizing the problem, quote, I don't even remember it, just let it go, is dismissing it and are compounding the pain. I summarized because there's a lot of dashes in here. Yeah, maybe she doesn't. But again, doesn't dismiss the effect on you, right? Whether she remembers it or not.
Right.
Another thing I'm curious about is whether you felt humiliated by your wife in other contexts, sex aside. If there's a pattern there, couples counseling would be in order. Quote, I'm unable to move past this, and I think a professional can help us through this rough patch and get our communication back on track, is one way you can pitch this. As always, choose your own phrasing based on your actual thoughts and what your wife is likely to be able to hear. After 19 years, I hope you've got a handle on the language she's sensitive to and responsive to.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. So they didn't even bother with the, are you sure you're okay with having a little one?
So here's what I think about these advice columnists. They believe, or they have to go with the information that they're given. And so they can't question. And that's why this podcast exists. Is so that we can be the bitches that read between
fucking
the
good
lines.
pitch.
Right? Right?
Yes.
I can only give you information based on what you're giving me.
Okay,
So
but I feel
ill-advised
like
the podcast will happen.
Common sense.
I agree.
I'm a big girl, but I'm okay with that. But when my boyfriend calls me fat, I'm offended. Well, then you're not
You
fucking
said
okay
that
with it.
like a rapper.
Good. My anaconda don't.
Okay. Just keep your anaconda sheath there, my friend. Yeah.
Where else am
I
gonna
think
put it?
I don't got buns on.
Good guess.
Yeah, I think it's more of a liability issue.
Right. Okay.
Because we're not.
Also, I'm not going to call you out
Yeah.
for something you're clearly
Not ready to
not
hear.
okay with.
Unless you're these
We're
best
not
friends.
there yet.
We just do that here.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad answer, but yeah, I liked ours better.
For sure.
For sure. Next one?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from January 29th, 2022. My girlfriend's friends heard one detail about our sex life and they're furious.
Furious. My girlfriend's friends.
Yep. Heard one detail.
Please continue.
One detail. Let's speculate. What do you think it was?
I think he calls his girlfriend a dirty little whore when they're in bed.
I think he slaps
And she
her
loves
backhand in bed.
Ooh.
And she loves it.
Ooh.
And they're like, no, a man doesn't do that to you. And she's like, but he does it to me and I'm okay with it.
But my man.
This is consent.
Your man might not.
Your man, this is why you're cheating.
Mm.
Also, this is why I'm
your
losing
man's
hair.
cheating.
It's not balding.
This is a fistful.
This is a fistful. But I digress.
Yeah.
Dear, how to do it. Oh.
Was that the question?
No.
Was that the whole question?
Sorry. I just was surprised at the first couple of words.
Oh, okay.
I'm a 19-year-old man in college.
Oh.
That face is my reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And dating a girl from my campus of the same age. Quote, Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
The other day at a gathering.
Quote for Karen.
Yeah. The other day, I don't know why that was so funny, but it was at a gathering of some of her friends. About 10 seconds after I walk in the door, one of her besties slapped me across the face before I even had a chance to speak. Do not spit that wine out. You swallow that.
I'm in white pants. I'm swallowing.
That's right.
Okay.
Like it's 9 centimeters.
Pop.
I was more surprised than her and asked what that was all about. And she went on this rant about how I disrespected Rebecca by giving her a facial, which was apparently akin to claiming her as property or something.
For fuck's sake. 19-year-olds. That's it?
No, there's more. There's more.
I know, but the facial...
Let's see what... There's got to be more to this. Maybe Rebecca didn't like it and didn't want to voice it.
Message us, Facebook.
Oh my God. I know. Like, was this the day of MySpace? Because the statuses were everything.
OMG.
Oh my God. I was more surprised than her and asked her what that was all about. And she went on this rant. Oh, right. I read that already.
Rebecca or the friend?
The friend.
Went on the rant.
Went on the rant.
Okay.
One of her besties. That predictability led to a huge argument. There was a lot of bad will all around when we scattered a few minutes later. On the way back to the dorms, I asked Rebecca how her friend had been found out, and she gave me one of these looks like I asked a particularly stupid question and said that, of course, she tells her female friends about how our sex is going. Everyone does it. I was quite miffed about this whole deal and said I wasn't comfortable telling her friends about what we do with our privacy without at least consulting me, and she just had this almost jeering laugh, said that I could have good luck ever keeping a girlfriend with that attitude.
Fair.
And
super
truth.
Fair.
Is she right? Is this an unreasonable thing to ask for? It certainly seems like a raw deal. Sure was. But this is my first sexual relationship, and I'm not sure as to the lay of the land. Too much. You have to have input.
Firstly, I don't want the kind of friends that are going to be upset at my boyfriends about a facial. I don't want those friends. I venture to say I don't see the offense in a facial. Am I wrong for that? Am I going to get persecuted? Can you say something? Speak.
Only if she says no. Only if she says don't give me a facial,
like,
and you give her a facial.
Finish in my face and you do anyway. Right. Okay.
And if she wasn't okay with it, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be walking back to your dorms together talking about your friend slapping your man.
Right. Because he would know why he got slapped.
Right. Because she would have been like, I'm sure that if she had said something after he did it, it would be in this question. It would be,
right. Like I told Tommy, don't finish in my face, and he did.
Right. Let me just say that you will never find a partner, male or female, who doesn't tell the other, male, female, or non-binary, who doesn't tell another friend about their sex life, period.
Right.
It just exists.
That was part of his question, right?
First of all.
Yes, to that part, yes, that is a thing.
It's normal. It's how we.
That's never going to change.
Grow, etc. It's never going to change.
Never going to change.
If it changes, you better run, because that's a psychological thing.
If it changes, you ain't the one she's telling the sex stories about.
Amen to that. Mm-hmm. Thank you for existing, other man.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Use is stable, but at 19,
19.
No one's
that's what
stable.
I'm saying. Is that offensive?
No, I actually like your response. I would actually go even further to say that you were assaulted as the boyfriend who was never told.
Right. That
this was an issue. You were assaulted by another person, and that you are very well within your right to go further with it, even at the risk of your relationship. Doesn't seem like you want to go that far, but they were wrong. Your girlfriend's not necessarily wrong. We all confide in someone.
What if the girlfriend is playing both sides of the fence? What if she was like, oh my God, Billy gave me a facial last night. And the girlfriend was like, well, what? Ew, oh my God. And she was like, well, I didn't want him to. Or I told him not to, and he still did.
He's never going to know until
then,
it's apparent.
But then the friend isn't wrong. Because if you ever said, Colin gave me a pearl necklace last night, and I told him not to, and he did anyways.
I'd kick his ass. Me and
Colin are having words.
But yes, you are.
Is the point. You could have
Yes.
loved it with Colin, but then when you talked to me and I was like, oh my God, ew. And you were like, yeah, I know. I told him not to.
I know. I like silver.
And he still did.
Right.
Listen up here. Colin Clam.
What?
Clams give pearls.
Put you in the throat.
How did you not? Why am I? You didn't get it, and I'm the one getting punched in the throat? Colin Clam?
Wait, it's one pearl, and it's a real one.
A pearl necklace. There's multiple pearls that come out of a clam.
What?
Oh. Anyways, am I wrong for that? If you pretended
For which part?
for assaulting Colin.
Oh, no.
After you pretended like, oh my God, I know. I was so mad. I told him no and he did it anyway. I was pissed. Right? Now I'm defending my best friend. Like, yes, don't ever put your hands on people, blah,
Right.
blah,
So
blah, blah,
technically,
violence is the answer sometimes.
Right. Take this with a grain of salt or whatever drink you're drinking.
My 4-year-old can distinguish.
Right. If she can, you can.
My point. See?
Right.
You
Yeah.
follow, just not
All those
calling
clams.
Okay. But I'm saying, what if that's the case? She's 19. Her friend clearly has never gotten a facial.
Right. Or she and was so offended.
These lashes cost me $22. They're
That's a
mink
whole
lashes.
other story.
I'm pissed as hell because I did not give you permission and or you didn't give me notice to remove my lashes.
And so, as such, go fuck
so
yourself.
now my bestie's slapping you in the face.
Right.
But poor Billy, poor Colin Clam, has no clue why he's
so
getting slapped in the face because according to him, we had a great night.
Right.
I feel like that's probably the case. They're
The
19
friend's
years old.
intent.
It wasn't
It just
hostile.
doesn't. But
It was like, oh my God, you responded. I didn't expect your response to be this way. So now I'm covering my tracks because I don't want you to think I'm gross because you think it's gross.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I didn't want to be like,
I was confused for a second.
girl, I loved it.
Yeah,
And
but
while
the friend's
she's like
intent
gagging.
to slap doesn't matter. Her intent doesn't matter. It was physical. There was assault there. However, because of the information that we're given, let's pretend we're real columnists and don't read between the lines sometimes. The intent there is, or I'm sorry, the actual physical action of being slapped and not being told that the girlfriend didn't
was upset or
like
not.
it or
Right.
was upset or wasn't.
Right.
Like, it's assault for no reason. And the girlfriend's response is like, girls tell girls everything, implies absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Like, I told you I liked it, but I told Sally I didn't.
Yeah.
So now Sally's mad at you.
It's a thing. And Sally,
Especially at 19 years old, it's a thing.
I know.
So what's the question? Didn't he say, is that a thing? Girlfriends telling each other everything?
Is she right? Isn't a reasonable thing to ask for? It certainly seems like a raw deal, but this is my first sexual relationship. I know, it's always so funny.
Raw
we're
deal.
like 2 years old,
A
and if
raw
someone's
deal.
name is Dick, we're laughing our asses off.
Yeah, but he's at a raw deal. Is it a raw deal?
Is it a raw deal?
Well, it was a facial, so I think you're clear whether it was a raw deal or not.
Yeah, no baby beluga coming out of that sea. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure as the lay of the land. So your question specifically about girls telling other girls or friends telling other friends about their sexual encounters, I think it's a thing. It's normal. We want to relate as humans. We want to talk and connect. And this is one of the ways we do it.
So he doesn't want her to speak about their sexual
Right. Good luck
rendezvous.
finding anyone who's going to be totally confidential.
Well, she did say, good luck keeping a girlfriend.
Right.
Let's see the response because they're 19, so
I know.
I don't know what to
I
tell
just
them.
want to be like, well, you're not going to be together in 6 months. So
Literally, you probably are already dating the girl who slapped you.
they're probably married.
They're probably married and she's getting all the facials.
Yep. And she loves them.
Yeah. Fucking
Cucumber
slobby
and all.
Sally.
Dear, too much. It was out of line for your girlfriend's friend to slap you regardless of her opinion on facials. Your girlfriend's response does not sound ideal, but I think there's a bigger lesson for you here. Everyone has their own vast, diverse sexuality and their own valid boundaries. Dating is partially about sorting through mutually attracted people to find those whose specifics match up with yours. Usually this comes up with libido and desired frequency of sex, but ability to share details about sex is also a place where mismatch can occur. All right, sure, there is more than one person out there who doesn't want to talk about their own sex life.
I guess.
You know.
I don't know them.
Amen to that. You want a significant amount of privacy around sexuality? Oh, that was not a question. That was a statement. You want a significant
Better find you a new bitch. Like Sally's girlfriend that slapped you.
Sometimes we learn about a boundary of ours by it being crossed. It happens. Now that you know this is the case, you can communicate what you want to potential partners, i.e. you're not together anymore. Spend some time thinking about what specifically
He's having hot sex with the girl who slapped him.
Right? Isn't acceptable for you. So you can use examples on both sides of the line. Consider what might be behind your objections so you understand it better. If you're still interested in continuing to date your girlfriend, go to her and ask if she's interested in continuing to date you without consideration toward your boundaries. Or with consideration. Either way, she's considering.
I was like, wait, what?
With consideration toward your boundaries.
Listen, bitch.
Yes means yes and no means no. As long as you're considering.
Are you going to keep ignoring me or no?
It sounds like she might prefer someone who is more relaxed about divulging details. Expecting total silence around sex without asking for it is unreasonable, though. Your default isn't everyone's default. Without functional sex education, discussion of sex between friends is one of the few ways we consider sex. Think critically about it and process our sexual experiences. Generally speaking, this should be encouraged. So speak up next time and consider that potential partners may reject you for it. Good luck.
So pretty much the girlfriend's right. You're a little bitch.
Fine, but your friend's a little fucking asshole. Or her friend's a little fucking asshole.
I disagree.
Her friend's... We don't know.
I disagree.
If she just came... Listen.
My girlfriend's better be slapping all my boyfriends for...
For what?
For anything.
Sorry, Pop.
I punched Shorty's boyfriend in the face and he was like, why'd you do that? And I said, I don't know, because Shorty's upset.
Yeah, but it didn't... Given the information we were given, we don't know that she was upset. We just know that her friend was offended.
She was literally... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Right. Not
her
Shorty.
Friend was offended,
was offended by what Shorty was saying. Not, gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
I punched you because
we love you, Shorty, so much. I'll punch a guy for you too.
Shorty.
I'll punch a guy for you too, but they already don't like me. So.
I already proved I will punch a man for you.
I haven't had the opportunity because men are trash. I just degrade them. See?
Also call us? Like, what the fuck?
Hi. Best friends here for 20 plus years.
20 plus years. Punched boyfriends in the face for you.
Right.
I still stick behind what I said. Little slobby Sally was like, oh, you don't like facials? Oh my God, I know. I told him don't, and he still did.
Yes, but not given that information. You don't know that happened. She was just offended for her.
Right. But I'm saying I'm...
Like, if I tell you, like, I loved it. I got like, this big hickey on my neck.
Exactly.
And I love it. It was
I'm not
great.
Gonna turn
but
around
you're mad about
Colin.
it.
I just can't imagine that.
But if you did that, would you expect Colin to be offended or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were like, oh my God, the best sex ever last night.
But then I guess
you're
also proving your point because the friend was like, she shrugged.
Right. She's like, well, of course I'm going to tell my friends. If you don't like it, you ain't going to ever have a girlfriend.
Fucking shit.
19-year-olds.
Fucking.
I remember my first sex in high school. I was going to say I remember my first facial in high school, but I didn't want to say that out loud.
Don't say you were not
exactly.
When you were 18? Sorry.
19. Like they said in this episode.
But they're college in this episode.
I'm in college right now. So 30s.
Sorry, Bob.
30s. I remember my first college
He stopped listening, right?
Yes.
Did he?
Probably.
I hope
I haven't heard anything since.
Oh, so that's a good sign. It's been at least 10 episodes.
It's not a good sign at all.
Or not.
He's like, wow, you're so vile.
He's literally digging up a grave for you in his yard.
Even
fucking
pretend to support my daughter. and her fucking and my
So I just won't say anything.
My fifth son. I had to count. I had to do the math.
Yes,
I almost
you
said
did.
6, but I'm like, wait, there's
4 of them.
siblings total.
Oh, are you the 6th son?
No, I was going to say 6 because I was thinking there's 6 of us total. But then I was like, wait, sons, there's 4.
Forgot about
you're the 5th. Good thing she never has listened to a single episode. So she definitely won't be listening to this one.
When you have all the boys in your family and you're probably one of them, I can't be blamed.
Yeah. Female balls don't go where male balls go.
No way. Shit. This was a fun comeback episode.
It was. It was. We always love how to do it.
Oh, we do. We love Rich. We love Jessica.
We needed to keep it light coming back from vacation and being whatever I'm in.
Listen, I'm in something too.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but you also had a vacation. So
I did. I should be rested.
Says who?
I should be mentally.
Why should you be?
I should be
because
mentally.
You said,
theoretically speaking,
I
should be mentally disanguished. I would like someone to publish that. If bling bling can be in the Webster dictionary, so can disanguished.
Oh, disanguished really isn't a word.
It's not.
I thought it was.
Welcome back.
I wasn't one on vacation.
That's why I said if bling bling can be in the dictionary, disanguished can too.
But I thought you were like talking about like mentally disanguished.
Oh, that's hyphenated.
Well, that's why I thought you were talking about
words.
That can be in the dictionary.
Oh no, disanguished. Disanguished needs its own entry.
I like disanguished.
I think it's a fantastic word.
I'm surprised it popped up red.
But I believe they call that happiness. There's a word for it. But what's a synonym but another word for a word that exists? Right?
That's all synonyms are.
Cheers. Send us your cinnamons.
Just like grandma used to make.
Stop it. When she was 19.
Just like grandma used to make.
I really
just
thought
like
you said grandma.
Grandma used to make.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Kindly
just not in the
self-fuck.
Just not in the face.
Just not in the
Shorty
face.
will slap you. No, she wouldn't. She'd be like, fuck yeah, Ray-Bay. Give me a facial. I thought if you need to, but that's funny as fuck.
Stop.
And Colin too. Cause you know she loves Colin.
I know, she'll laugh the whole time and then she'll
Clan.
end it with like when it's totally silent, she'll be like, I like it.
She's like, fuck you bitches.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Go get your own facials.
Oh my God.
You ain't fucking telling me fucking. I can't keep going. We'll have so many bleeps.
How many fuckings are we're gonna have to start bleeping? I think there's a quota.
I think so.
But we'll have her on here to answer those questions and comments and all
Tell
those
us how you
concerns.
feel about facials.
And Shorty.
Will you slap your friend?
Even
your
though they
friend's
didn't
boyfriend.
complain.
Will you slap your friend's boyfriend over a facial?
I really want
Do
to
you
know
find
what that
them
was
disrespectful?
about. I want to know what that's about.
It's a very valid question. Is that derogatory?
No.
You know, like the
Is
taboos.
it demeaning? Is it
demeaning? Yes, not
disrespectful?
derogatory. Yeah. Thank you.
Is it? What's the other word I'm thinking of that I can't put to words?
Synonyms.
Sentiments for grammar.
Synonyms for demean, degrade, humiliate, shame,
Degrade.
degrade,
Degrade is the word I was thinking about.
ignominious. It's like
Are you
an ly.
trying to convince yourself or are you asking me?
I'm trying to get it correct.
Because I have no fucking clue. I'm going to go with a degrading because that's the word I was thinking about.
Ignominious.
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 So ignominious, like I said. Deserving or causing public disgrace or shame.
No, degrading was the word I was thinking about. And I couldn't
Degrade, demean,
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you think facials are degrading?
Do you think they're ignominious? Send us your questions, comments, and all your degradations to illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com or catch up on all of our episodes and read our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Also, on your social medias,
All of the social medias.
Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. at illadvisedthepodcast.
You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Everything about you is absolutely magnificent.
Take that facial if you want to.
Or that yuck. And thank you for listening.
You've definitely been ill-advised.
It's going to hurt.
It's gonna hurt.